Welcome to a place where hearts unwind, infinite threads that gently bind, love and compassion in every line. Together we rise through space and time.
Welcome back to Infinite Threads. I'm your host, Bob. Let's stay in the quiet a little longer today. Not because there isn't work to do in the world, there is, but because clarity doesn't come from pressure, it comes from space. And sometimes the most honest thing we can say is, I didn't mean for it to go this way. We all have moments like that, moments where the way we acted didn't match the person we believe we are. Maybe you raised your voice when you meant to be calm, or maybe you stayed silent when you meant to speak. Maybe you said yes when you knew it should have been no, or maybe you turned away when what you really wanted deep down was to connect. These are the moments that live in that quiet space, the space between who we are and how we act. And it's not always a huge canyon. Sometimes it's barely noticeable until the echo comes back, until you feel the discomfort in your chest, or replay the moment in your mind, or see the look on someone's face and realize, that wasn't how I wanted to show up. Let's talk about that space today. Not to shame it and not to close it up in a hurry, but to get curious about it. Because here's the truth. Every one of us lives with some version of that gap. It's not hypocrisy, it's humanity. The danger isn't the gap itself. The danger is pretending that it's not there. We are layered creatures. We carry wounds we don't always see. We have habits that were once protections, and we hold beliefs that made sense at one point, but don't serve who we become. And sometimes we're just tired, stressed, lonely, overwhelmed, under-resourced, and under-loved. So we react instead of respond. We defend instead of listen, and we pull back when love was asking us to lean in. That's not failure. It's just a signal, a small sacred sign that we've drifted. Not far, not beyond repair, but just enough to feel the tension. We don't need to collapse into guilt when that happens. We just need to pause and ask, what created that distance? Was I afraid? Was I trying to protect something? Was I trying not to be hurt again, maybe? Because more often than not, what we think is a character flaw is actually just a scared part of us trying to stay safe. And the more we can see that with tenderness, not harsh judgment, not self-condemnation, but the more room we create for that gap to begin to close. You are not the worst thing you've ever said in a moment of panic. You are not the most defensive version of yourself, and you are not the shutdown, the silence, the sarcasm, or the withdrawal. You are the one noticing those things, which means you're already on the path back. This episode is a soft light held up to that noticing, because when you let love illuminate the gap, something beautiful happens. You stop pretending to be perfect. You start telling the truth, and slowly your inner and outer lives begin to align or realign. It's not instant and it's not linear. Some days the gap is wide again, but you'll know the way back because you've walked it before. There's something else that I want to say about it. And I hope you really hear it. The world doesn't need your perfection. It needs your realness. It needs your humility, and it needs your willingness to see when you've drifted so that you can return again. That return, that quiet inward turning back toward who you truly are, is one of the most powerful things that a person can do. Not because it's loud either, not because it wins applause, but because it changes how love moves through you. And when love moves through you again, unobstructed, unpretending, it leaves a trail behind, a thread, a memory, a presence. And someone else will feel it. Maybe even someone who forgot love was possible. So if there's a gap right now between your heart and your actions, your truth and your choices, well, you don't have to fill it all at once. Just notice it and take one small step. Maybe it's an apology, or maybe it's a moment of self-forgiveness. Maybe it's a conversation you've been avoiding, or maybe it's just whispering to yourself, I see you. I know that wasn't who you really are. Because every time you do that, every time you bring honesty and kindness into that space, you make it easier to live without the gap. You bring yourself, or you bring your inside and your outside into harmony again. And love, when it comes through someone like that, someone whole, someone real, it is the kind that changes things for others and for you. Guys, this is Infinite Threads. Thank you for walking this gentle path with me. Until next time, may you speak with clarity, act with alignment, and keep returning to the love that lives at your center. I love you all very, very much. And you know what I need you to do. Go out there and pass that on, okay? Later, Gators. Bye-bye.